Take two of this. Welcome back, chaps. Short video, short and sweet. I'm just going to show off the stuff that's in the auction. There is only one item in this whole shed with a reserve. That's that. And the reserve was $5 grand. That's it. So the opening bid was $5 grand. It's got a bid. So whoever put a bid on this for $5 grand, at this point in time, you're winning this car, and you will get it for $5 grand. So the auction, that's the only thing. Everything else has opening bids of $20. So no reserve on anything. It goes for $20. That's what it goes for. AD Auctions, ADEY Auctions. I will put a link in the description, hopefully, if I can figure it out. And I'll just show you some of the stuff that it's all been lotted. The auction is live. Some people are already bidding. So I need people to, if you want something, bid. Because there's some good stuff in here going for 2/10 of nothing. And stuff that I know cost a hell of a lot more than what it's currently going for. Also, like this RC car, 1/5 scale. I bought that brand new, built it, have never raced it because I sort of never had the money to finish it. That thing cost $1,200. Somebody's winning that for $120. Alright, I'll flip this around and show you off. So yes, the only vehicle, the only thing in here with a reserve, and it's not really a reserve, it's just an opening bid of $5 grand. So $5 grand was the bare minimum I'd take for this. And it looks like somebody's going to get it for $5 grand if nobody else bids, which I'm hoping they do. This has no reserve. I think it's at $120. So far, the Gemini is going to be absolute bargain. Swift parts are all in one lot. Like, some of the stuff that doesn't have bids is astonishing, because that is a set, as in 4 brand new door trims. They're not reproductions. I mean, they are reproductions, should I say. They're not new old stock, but they were, made by winners. New cards, new everything. They cost me $1,600, and there's not even a bid on them. The opening bid is $20. So, owner's manuals. I know that Mad Max people love them because that's the indicators that are in the front of a Mad Max car. Armrests, not 3D printed ones, real ones. Heater core. Windscreen corners. Genuine original wheel brace. Quarter vent windows with no rust in them. There's a set of 4 trestles. All the shelves are in the auction. All of these lots, everything on them. Like, there's a box of miscellaneous EJEH parts. Or the organised bolts. There's all of this stuff. That's just rubbish. This Gemini, it's not that bad. And somebody's going to get it for nothing. Well, virtually nothing. The welder, which cost me $800, has a $20 bid on it. That is a ripper of a welder. Compressor's pretty good too. 200 litres. Can run 2 sets of airlines. The EJ. This is a car that I thought would do a lot better than it is. There's no rust in the boot. As you well know, if you go back through the videos, this thing has got no rust. None of these doors have any bids on them. I mean, they're not great, but I mean, this one is fantastic. A $20 bid will win that door at this point in time. Look at the steering wheel. A Perla. That was re-chromed. I paid to have it re-chromed. There's no pitting in it. Re-chromed eyebrow molds. Repaired and polished and straightened front guard spears for an EJ. There's a bloody mag drill. There's all sorts of stuff in here. There's a cupboard down the shed with Byron. This stuff have got bids. That doesn't. And it's got all sorts of stuff in it. And all the crap that's on top of it. There's a grease gun on top of it. I mean, that's all got bids. This has got a bid. I'm happy about that. But the rear windows, don't have any bids. The Falcon spoiler, no bids. That's got one. So basically I'm just trying to, I think that's got bids. Surprise, surprise. But I mean, there's tools. There's a Multi-tool, couple of grinders, a little sandblaster. This thing is a great tool. I don't know why nobody's bid on it. It's a hot stapler. This is for repairing bumper bars in cars. You put these little staples in here, and if you've got a big split, melts it into the bumper bar. Obviously a 1/6 scale Sherman. All of the Swift parts are in one lot, and they're going for 20 bucks. You know, I'll just go back over here. That's got no bids on it. All of this stuff, everything's got to go. You could get yourself a set of hubcaps for $20. A shelf with some grill carburetor stuff. As I'm pretty sure that carburetor is actually off of Willie's Jeep. Dogleg chrome. In okay condition. A bunch of headlight rings. Windscreen removing tool. All sorts of stuff. I don't know if you're interested in it, but there is a computer and another computer. I mean, that's from ancient times, and that's from reasonable times. I still use it to watch YouTube. But I mean, look at this Gemini. Walk-in rego on both these cars. In theory, as long as this car's not in gear. Yep. Now this probably won't start immediately. It's been a couple of days. It's also got no exhaust, by the way. Seat's a little sad, I'll give you that. Original plates, some paint, no rust in the floors. It's got scuff plates. I even reassembled the doors to a certain degree. There's no Bailey channel clearly, but perfect. Brand new guards that I know cost me nearly $2,000. Zinc plated bonnet hinges. Running grey motor. New clutch, gearbox. Rebuilt the fuel pump. New clutch and brake master cylinders. Obviously volt regulator. Still had troubles with that. Still not working. But that's not a big issue. Yeah, so, I don't know. AD auctions, ADEY auctions. Come get a bid on something that's really hard to get. Plasma cutter. Cordless pressure washer. Really old pressure washer that works beautifully. Shrinker stretcher. Nobody's bid on that. Don't know why it's in pieces. Probably I'll have to ask the father about that one. Look, EH mouldings. What, lot number 96, which ironically was 96. They don't have a bid, so you could win those for 20 bucks, a pair of them. Hell, you could bid on that door and these mouldings and have a set of 4 for $40 if you actually win them for 20 bucks. You know what I mean? There's the chrome that goes on the other side, each side of the bonnet badge. Guard spears, they're hard to get and they've been straightened. They cost me a fortune. They must have been, I think they were 1,200 bucks to have straightened and polished. Anyway, enough chit chat, patty whack, give the dog a bone. Yeah, that's just it. I'll show it off. This thing's cool. I really wish I had the money to finish this. 1/5 scale, look at the size of it. That was $1,200 as a kit. It was really fun to build actually. So somebody's going to get a bargain. Axle stands. Massive axle stands. Trolley jack. Lights. Let there be light. Oxy set. This one doesn't actually have a photo online, but you have some Fairmont letters, XR8 badges, priming and oil pump. This is actually off an EL V8 Falcon Fairlane. It's the steering linkage that always flogs out here. You know, I made this for installing grey motors. A couple of I've used them once, those spring compressors. tap and die set. I think it's just missing the screwdriver. Bunch of stuff. All of them. That's Blue Point. That's Blue Point. That's pretty good. That's for stepping and punching holes and things. Mini buff. I think I used that the other day on the Gemini actually. This is not a very exciting video, but also original engine with 67,000 Ks. I'd almost got this running. Had it turning over, but because this car was left with its bonnet off, all the wiring has been sun damaged. Literally that just crumbled in my hand, which proved to be quite difficult to sort out wiring colours. That was what was slowing me down. But as far as rust goes, this car is pretty clean and buffs up pretty good. Yeah, the video cut short just then. My phone's getting pretty chockers full of just random crap. Yeah, so K's genuine, original motor and trans, so pretty good car. I mean, that's, as far as rust goes, I mean, that's nothing major. These are pretty good for rusting quite badly. I mean, the boot area is chronic. You'll need a boot floor and lower rear quarters, but no boot channels. Don't really know what was going on this side, but somebody was doing something. It's not even gone through the windows too badly. I bet there is some holes there if you went looking. But literally from here back is the worst of the car. Here forward the car is pretty mint, but it would, in my humble opinion, need some wiring work. Like even if you just found another car, another Gemini that hasn't had the bonnet off forever, and you cut and splice the looms in, just change the front loom, that would solve most of the problems. But yeah, I took the well, when I got the engine, there was no inlet exhaust manifolds, so I had to go buy that engine, literally, to get the inlet and exhaust manifolds off it, so I could fit them to this engine and put the, you know, obviously make this car complete. And yeah, so I did a lot of hard work. I do have some more spares at home for this, so another fan that's not chewed out by the sun, etc, etc. Yeah, so I'll leave it there, chaps. Go check it out. AD Auctions, ADEY Auctions. Go put a bid on. Help me out, even if you bid some stuff up. I mean, I'm pretty damn sure that the auctioneer house will actually send stuff. So if you win it, you can have it posted to you. Obviously, extra cost. But what gets me is, you know, holding people. You're either, you know, I don't understand. Like that door trim there is immaculate. The seats don't have many bits. I think the radiator does, but this door, like, there's no rust in it. I mean, this one's pretty good. All of these doors are reasonable good, and none of this stuff here, which stuns me, which is really hard to get, particularly eyebrow molds, re-chromed, pair, really hard to get. Nobody's bid on them. Can't even figure it out unless people are waiting till the auction day. But honestly, I'm the kind of person who likes to bid ahead of time. Auction is on the 2nd of November, which is this coming Saturday. It's also online, so if you can't get to Adelaide, it's online as well. Look at this brand new door handles. You know, a $20 bid will win them. And I assure you, they're not $20 each. Anyway, I'll stop rambling and I will hopefully see you around, chaps. I mean, I have done some filming. I almost ended it just there. I did some filming while I was in Victoria, catching up with Ron, but I just didn't feel it. But I was editing some videos together of some of the stuff we were doing, so maybe I'll put up a tank video. But this at the moment, I just want to get the word out for the auction and spread, you know, there are a whole people who love this stuff. How it doesn't have any bids, I don't know. But just get the word out there, bid on stuff if you want to see it or buy it. It's all got to go. By the way, if it doesn't sell, it's going to scrap or it's going in a skip bin. So nothing can stay in this shed after the 2nd. Maybe the 3rd, I think, is the day they're clearing it out. And then I've got to go, I'm driving up to Cairns this Friday, so I'm going to miss the auction. And then next time you'll see me online will either be a video of what I'm up to, or you'll see me on Ozarmor, which, as you've been watching them, some people have, I do appear randomly. So, hope some of you guys want to bid on some of this stuff. It's going to be cheap. Yeah, see you on the next one.